It is time for some football. Welcome into Lumen Field in Seattle. Tonight, a pair of NFC foes squaring off. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks.
Please welcome your 2026 Seattle Seahawks.
Here's Jason Myers to get this one going. Monday Night Prime Time is underway. Has this at the 6. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner, and this gets out to the 30. Well, here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State 4th-round pick in 2016 who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
I don't think I'm alone in this, Kate. To me, Dak is one of the easiest players to root for their success in the NFL. I think for me and for many others, it's based on all he's overcome, from tough playoff losses to significant injuries. But his leadership, his stats, his ability to play like an MVP in big moments, at his best, he really is all you could ever ask for.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. He had him, Brock. Throw was on target. Gotta help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
Following the incomplete pass, 2nd and 10 now from the 30. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Prescott now on 3rd down. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. So now it's the Seahawks' turn to take the field for the first time. And bringing them out, one of the NFL's best stories as of late, a former 3rd overall pick, Brock, who has revitalized his NFL career, Sam Darnold.
If we had asked Sam Darnold, coming out of USC as the 3rd overall pick in the draft, to write the story of his career, I don't think he would have written some of these chapters. But in the end, it makes you tougher. It makes you grittier. And playing quarterback in the NFL is a lot about that. Your ability to just withstand adversity and to continue to get up time after time after time. And Sam Darnold has shown that kind of perseverance.
No luck connecting with Jackson Smith-Njigba. And now it's 2nd down.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
On 2nd and 10 now, Darnold. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Cowboys bringing out an extra defensive back on 3rd. Here he goes, 3rd and long. A throw right side, finds Cup. Looks great initially, but he is short on that 1st down marker. They rallied to him in time to force the 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. Dallas sending its offense out for the second time this game. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Dallas getting everybody sent. They've got 1st and 10. They pick the hands off. Now Prescott. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Prescott. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You know they're going to keep giving him looks, keep calling pass plays. You cannot survive a game without a completion, but the results so far, yeah, they've been a little bit rough.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for George Pickens that time. And that brings up 4th and long.
Just kind of one of those moments sitting up here in the booth where you're like, man, if they're going to find a way to get the first points, somebody has got to step up. Just to not been able to find even that first completion yet. So whether it's running the ball, playing even better defense, they've got to pick their QB up somehow, some way.
And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. The Seahawks taking the field for their 2nd possession. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. First and 10 from the 32. First give to Zach Charbonnet. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
If you're keeping stats, that's now 0 for 2 on keeping drives going, and hopefully not an indicator of what's to come. You know, you don't convert on 3rd down. You're not only playing against your opponents, you start playing with your own psyche as well.
Michael Dixon on the punt. And they could really use a good one here. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. The Cowboys offense headed out there. And we'll see if they can be the first offense to get a drive going. It has been defense dominant thus far. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Dak. That's incomplete left side.
I say to you all the time, Kate, to get a quarterback in a rhythm, completions. Well, this is the opposite of rhythm. There is none because we have not had a completion yet.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Here's Dak. Screen here for Williams. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short. And just like that, he's on the board. Not a moment too soon, partner. They needed him to start connecting as soon as possible.
Kate, they've not disguised what they want to do. The passing game has been just really prevalent. The numbers have been called.
Yeah.
But finally, as you said, their first completion.
Prescott to sneak it. And they're going to down by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. The intended target there was CeeDee Lamb. And now they face 2nd down.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Again on 2nd and 10, Prescott. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. It was there, he just couldn't corral it. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
True story, Kate. After practice one time, the head coach in the NFL said, "I'm done with my fault. I'm done with my bad. No more of that tapping on your chest." That was an example of the quarterback delivering a perfect pass, and the receiver, do your job.
He's going to try to drop it in, deep right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out, how in the heck do we turn this around?
The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. Rashid Shaheed back deep to return. Oh, slow snap there. And it's blocked. And that hit right at the 10. Somehow, though, got a wicked bounce and makes it into the end zone for a touchback.
Pretty easy for all of us to just simply focus on the block, but this is one of those situations where the problem, well, you could trace it back far earlier. Yes, the snap was accurate, came out clean, but it was too slow. There was not enough velocity, so that punter was left out there hanging dry, and he paid for it.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Darnold. That one's complete over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Throwing here, Darnold. He'll try and run this. He's base past the 35. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical 1st down.
Here's the first carry for the rookie out of Notre Dame. Good running here on 1st down as he works his way forward for about 8.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Charbonnet now up the middle. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this 3rd down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better? Tougher to go back to it again when it just gets stuffed.
He's going to keep this one. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. First down.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
On first down, this is Charbonnet. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's got a gain of 6 there. Jalen Thompson, the man on the tackle.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Making the call himself. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's another Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Intended target there was Jackson Smith-Njigba. So it'll be 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold to throw. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
Jason Myers out there now to try and field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. It's on the left hash, 46 yards out. Myers' kick is good. And despite that bad snap, they're able to tack on 3.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Cowboys about set to take over. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Draw play. This is Williams. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Dak off the play fake. on and quick, and they bring it down. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. 3rd and long for him here. That's Lamb running slant. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. A 28-yard gain. First down, Dallas.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
First down, here's Dak. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's 2nd down coming up.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Dak. Got Lamb, and it's complete. This one doesn't get much. Down to the 41. Tackle made by the rookie from South Carolina, Nick Emanwari.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. Dak throwing again. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
You know, that's one of those situations you want to get your back in space. Well, you accomplish that. Unfortunately, you don't make anything happen because you don't bring the ball in cleanly.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this is no good from this distance. Issues on that snap are going to doom you every time. And they are unable to tie up this contest.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Man in motion here. The drive will start with a run by Charbonnet. He's going to bring this down to their 35. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
And the Seahawks first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
They send a tight end in motion. First down, and they go right back to it. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. You want to be an all-pro? You stick someone like that.
At the Cowboys' 35-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. That throw behind his intended target. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I can promise you that is a throw. It's a quarterback when it leaves your hands, you do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB could cut off and take the other way.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
For a Seahawks first down. First and 10.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Now a give to Charbonnet, coming right. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Another carry for Charbonnet. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Donald with it on 3rd and short. Finds him over the middle. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Myers' kick is good. And they come away with some points on that series.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Turpin with a return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. They could only set up a lengthy field goal attempt their last possession, Bronx. So some room to improve in how far they can advance the football here. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. So the officials are officially on board tonight. For the first time, a flag flies. Somebody moved early. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time.
Still 1st down.
They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Prescott here from the gun. Drops this one down here for Williams. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're looking at 1st down here. Here's a design run. Only able to get back to the line on that 1st down play, so no gain.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held that line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Dak now from the gun. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Prescott now on 3rd down. This one's reeled in downfield by Ferguson. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys tie and can take the lead here in the 2nd. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The XP is up and good. And the Cowboys take the lead on that successful kick.
Seahawks 6.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes George Halani. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Now Darnold. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That was pretty cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, well, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
So another punt coming up. Michael Dixon back out there. Kavontae Turpin on the return for the Cowboys. Punt meets him at the 28. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. First and 10 from the 32. They go with Williams on the counter. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground with Williams. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. From the gun is Prescott. Down the field, he's got Lamb. And he has this down to the 34. It's a 29-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Dak. Lamb has another one. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule. It makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. They'll run the toss for Williams. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. So managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. It's on the left hash, 46 yards out. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And they can't push the lead beyond a field goal.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Starting this drive with a give to Charbonnet. And that run good for a handful as it brings up 2nd down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
From the gun, Darnold. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Terrific zone coverage. Wallpaper sideline to sideline. QB's got 2 options. Wait for a hole to open or tuck it to run. He chose the former, but the pass rush showed up before any throwing lane did.
Seahawks bring it out the punt team.
For the Seahawks.
Turpin back deep to return. That's taken at the 15. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. The Cowboys offense. Now, nothing to show from their last series, Brock. Gotta imagine they're pretty upset with how it ended.
Yeah, and the only way to flush that feeling, and the good teams do this, is to go down and make sure your kicker's not attempting a field goal, but an extra point on this drive.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
Cowboys first down. A gain of 18 on the play.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. Prescott on 1st and 10. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and it brings up 2nd down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Back to the air, Prescott. That's caught by Williams. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3. To throw is Prescott. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
First down, Dallas.
We've set it down from 37. Williams now on 1st and 10. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
The tackle made by Julian Love. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 on the Seahawks' 37-yard line.
Another run for Williams. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
He's taken down.
Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Prescott out of the gun, 3rd down. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down.
Okay, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. This a 50-yard look from the right hash. Online, but not enough juice to it. So that one falls short. It's no good. And they can't push the lead beyond a field goal.
Oh, you feel for kickers in situations like this. The loneliest guy in the building. Sometimes you forget those goalposts. They're only 18 feet 6 inches wide. And this time he might have rushed things a little, and it winds up no good.
The Seahawks offense running out now. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Charbonnet. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, 2nd down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up second and a yard.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Play fake, Darnold. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Third down here, need 8 on the play. Third and long for him here. Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
They're going to bring on Dixon to boot this one away. Inherent snap, but he gets what he can behind this one. Oh, baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense headed out there. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. That's low and bounces short of his man.
Intended for C.D. Lamb. Incomplete. Nick Emanwari on the coverage.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 once again from the 20. This is Williams. Man, this is going backwards. The defense all over that draw, and they're going to lose yards. 3rd down coming up.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. Throw here, 3rd down. Lobs this one deep down the left sideline. Big gain downfield. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Design quarterback run here. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
When they drop these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
Give to Williams from the gun. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Prescott takes off with it. And he will manage a little before being forced into a slide, as that's going to chip something off this upcoming 3rd down.
Hey, that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in mind, double digits, and they nearly got it there.
7th play of the drive, offense facing 3rd and 3. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
You know, these 3rd and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. A time on 3rd and short, they can't get the job done.
A 48-yard attempt.
Aubrey puts it through. And that'll push their lead to 4.
I can't imagine how lonely that kicker's been on the sidelines. We know they kind of operate on their own anyway, but when you've missed 3 kicks, man, no one's been looking at him. And it's nice to see him finally deliver on his 4th opportunity.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
To return this, Rashid Shaheed. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Seahawks offense taking the field now.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Darnold. Nice Charbonnet underneath. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll bring the tight end in motion. On 2nd down, a run with Charbonnet. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. He's going for it himself. This gets the 1st and more. And he'll give himself up to end the run. That's going to move to 6. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 40.
So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. More from Lumen Fields coming right up. 1st and 10 from the 43. Darnold looking to throw. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings up 2nd down.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Second and 10, Darnold. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And they make the tackle at the 38. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. And again, it's Darnold. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Not on the same page with his tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball. To the air on 3rd and long.
That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to fourth down.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on fourth down. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. It's no good, and had the leg, but his aim wide right. And this will remain a 4-point game.
Looked like the snap was good. No issues with the hold. But sometimes that plant foot, it just slides on you a little. And these kickers, man, they are so finicky. One little breakdown in mechanics, and the kick winds up off target.
The Cowboys about set to take over. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Prescott here from the gun. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Dak. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Dallas sends its punching unit onto the field. Brian Anger, the one to send it away. Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a 1st down.
Automatic 1st down.
You gotta be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives him a 1st down. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. And it's gonna be 2nd down.
I love the thought there and the idea, get your guy in space. But he can't make anything happen until he catches it cleanly first.
From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw once more. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, quarterbacks that count on 99 of 100 times completing that short, simple route to a tight end. But even the shortest and simplest of throws will find a drop at some point, too.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Dak throwing again. Throwing this one back of the end zone. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds. Took his shot at 6 that time. So that brings up 4th and long.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and you could not find a completion.
A 57-yard attempt.
Pressure coming from the right edge, and they block it! It's picked through the defense it goes. Room to burn! At the 20. And they scoop up the block and don't stop until they reach pay dirt. A shout out to the special teamers, Brock. They got somebody in free to block that kick, and things just got better from there as he took it all the way back.
These special teams coaches, they live in dark places, man, and they look for any vulnerability they can. A lot of times, you're a step slow, just a millisecond away. Not that time. It pays off in the biggest of ways.
it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. He connects on the point after. And the Seahawks push their lead to 3.
13. Cowboys 10.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Turpin with a return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Cowboys taking over on offense. Not much time left before halftime. They don't have much time left, but facing a small deficit, they could try to get this into field goal range. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Dak out of the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Dak now from the gun. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. He can't hang on to the pass. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. From the gun is Prescott. The deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately no connection to be made.
Return's going to leave them enough time to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want before the half.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on 1st down.
He was brought down by Jacoby Durant.
So a field goal game at the half. A good one so far. 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these 2 squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the 3rd quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime reports. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Kickoff for the Cowboys.
Shaheed now to return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Seahawks and Zach Charbonnet ready for another go on offense.
At their own 27-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Heads out on the bootleg. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Five still to go here. This is 2nd down. Out of the gun. A gift to Charbonnet. This is a nice game. Nearly moves those chains. He's got it up to the 36.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Dumps it off to his running back. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
On now comes their punter. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Straight ahead with Williams. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Now here's Prescott. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
So out now comes the punter. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And talk about a dream position, Brock. Heading out with 1st and goal waiting for him. Now the punt return nearly didn't. The offense getting a chance to find the end zone here themselves. It's 1st and goal. Charbonnet now up the middle. Give him just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on 2nd and goal.
The 6-yard line.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to Charbonnet. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. They move 2 yards closer. That's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 5.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
You've got 3 tight ends out there now. Here's 3rd and goal. Back now, pressure coming. Has it down close. And he's going to be out of bounds a couple yards short of what they needed. Let's see if they try their luck now on this 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Here's Charbonnet. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
I love aggressive defenses, and a blitz on 4th down's a gutsy call, but it can work against the pass, or in that case, against the run. Good luck running for the sticks when you've got a whole defense crashing the line of scrimmage off the snap.
Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. 1st and 10, Prescott. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Looks like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to the air, Prescott. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. That's one he knows he should have had. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
And 10 yards to go.
Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Prescott now on 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Intended target there was CeeDee Lamb. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on 3rd downs. Right, they want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
Short drop, but he still gets away a very good punt. Takes this in the area of midfield. Escapes a defender. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. New set of downs for him from the 31. On 1st down, this is Charbonnet. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. One of the tight ends motions right. Handoff now to Charbonnet. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
At the 16-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Third and long for him here. It's complete. Play made by Cup. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks make it a 9-point advantage. Cooper Kupp, the touchdown. opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. You start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Myers to add the PAT. Good on the extra point attempt. And the Seahawks make it a 10-point ball game.
20. Cowboys 10.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Now Dak to throw. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You train a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
The Seahawks opting for a 5th DB nickel set for this 3rd down play. Now Prescott. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Their punter making his way out now. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Ooh, snaps a little off, but he adjusts and sends it away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Seahawks and receiver Cooper Kupp taking the field once again. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. The drive will start with a run by Charbonnet. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Play fake, Darnold. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. And it's It's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
I'll tell you this, Kate, that's where you got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute, both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play called back.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And this effort's going to give him an even half dozen tonight. Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Draw play. This is Williams. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this one on the 36-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
They go with Williams on the counter. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you could come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Dak to the air here. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Screen here for Williams. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Do I sit and judge a defense? I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
The Cowboys sending out their punting unit. Can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Seahawks offense ready to get going once again. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Starting this drive with a good Charbonnet. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Darnold. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Punting unit out now. And he's been getting all of it every time out. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense headed out there. And there is room for improvement from that previous drive. Stalled out, necessitated a call to that punt team.
Yeah, and in these situations, I always love reminding the offense that first down. Just move the chains the first time to get yourself in the rhythm, because you don't want to see that punter anytime soon.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Intended for Hunter Lipke. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 11.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. So the heave knocked away from the intended target. That brings up 4th down.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
They'll send out the punting unit. Fair catch called for, and he brings it in. Looks like right at about the 29-yard line. The Seahawks offense running out now.
29-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. On the give, here's Charbonnet. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. A gain of 15 there. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
That's good.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Now Darnold off the play action. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Intended for Jackson Smith-Njigba. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. The line, he's going to run for it. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
Seahawks bring it out the punt team. Michael Dixon will kick it away. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. The Cowboys about set to take over. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Dak out of the pistol. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. They stay on the ground with Williams. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only 2 yards on the run, and they're left with 3rd and 11.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
We'll air it out on 3rd. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. It was there, he just couldn't corral it. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
You know, that's one of those cases, and we see it at every level. He simply took off before he got...
They'll bring out the punter here. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Seahawks and Zach Charbonnet ready for another go on offense. And his production is carried over into this 2nd half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Darnold gets it to him on the screen. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. This is Charbonnet heading right. And out he goes on the final play of the quarter. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Seahawks with it, currently with a not quite so comfortable lead. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Charbonnet on the toss. And they drop him after just a yard. 2nd down.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Little off center, his man just couldn't adjust to it. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
And 9 yards to go.
They kick the running back in motion. They'll throw, 3rd and long. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
So Somebody give this guy a break as he sends his 10th punt away. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Looking from the pistol, Prescott has him on the quick hitter. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
Complete to Ryan Flanoy. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 24-yard line.
Second and 3 now. Dak now from the gun. He runs it up to midfield. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown.
Quarterback, receiver, yeah, they'll get the credit. Those numbers and those stats, they're theirs. But that play happens, Kate, because the big guys up front give them enough time to make it happen. From one side of the field to the other, bingo.
They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal to tie this game in the 4th.
Cowboys 17.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Shaheed now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Darnold looking to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp. So 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. And this is brought to a stop up at the 34-yard line there. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
From the gun, Charbonnet gets it. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Charbonnet. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 3. brings up 3rd and 4.
Running back sent in motion. Darnold with it on 3rd and short. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. And 4th and 4 coming up.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. Just can't happen. You're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Another run for Williams. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. The 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Prescott to sneak it. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 2.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on 3rd down on a sneak and get a 1st down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
Throwing on 1st is Prescott. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Intended for Jake Ferguson. Incomplete. Nick Emanwari on the coverage.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Back to the air. Prescott. Hauled in by Lamb, right side. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. From the gun is Prescott. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up 2nd down.
And 10.
Throwing again is Dak. Completed over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Dak throwing again. Complete beyond the marker. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
A gain of 9 yards.
A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
Cowboys, 1st down. A gain of 9 yards.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Prescott takes off with it. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Now Dak to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Third and long for him here. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Williams fields the pitch. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
All right, here we go. Second down. Prescott here from the gun. He takes it himself. Running in the red zone. And Prescott finds him a first as he slides down to end the run.
It's a gain of 28 yards. That's another Cowboys first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
First and goal. Here's Williams. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal. Dak to the air here. And it's incomplete on third and goal. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal. A close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board. In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Halani on the return. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, These are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
On first down, this is Charbonnet. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that gives the Seahawks the first.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Play fake, Darnold. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And their fourth sack of the game right there brings up second down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see here, 2nd and 19. From the gun, Darnold. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
As we're into the 4th quarter, we know this. We know that money down could not be any more important than right now. Both sides are certainly fatigued. You feel it in both their play. But battling through what's been a physical contest all game long, going to be the key here down the stretch.
On now comes their punter. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Takes it in at the 26. That's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Cowboys and C.D. Lamb headed back out on offense. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. Dak off the play fake. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, Prescott splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And this one doesn't go far.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Throw here, 3rd down. That's Ferguson, he brings it in. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
And the Cowboys, 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Football's on the 48. Here we go, 1st down. Give to Williams from the gun. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Prescott to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Up the gut they go with Williams. He's going to have this one down to the 20. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense right there on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. 2nd down, here's Prescott again. He goes back to him yet again, complete. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. Oh, and they're going to have the fullback drive power for it. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down, not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
So many offenses will script, Kate, the first 15 plays of a game, but it's often getting to the lesser-used stuff like that that's critical in the red zone. They get a decent gain out of it and continue the push for the goal line.
Drawing up the design keeper. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Williams. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cowboys jump in front late. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard-fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Shaheed now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Seahawks and Zach Charbonnet ready for another go on offense. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Brought in by his back, Charbonnet. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Back to throw. That's taken in by Cup. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. It's a gain of 4 there, and that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Setting up to pass. Finds Cup once more. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Second and 3 now. An early jump of the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense.
Defense.
So keep that second and short play in your back pocket. So the penalty goes ahead and gives them the first.
Automatic first down.
They'll have a new set of downs following that defensive penalty. They'll look to throw it. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Looks like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Second and 10.
And again, it's Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Third and just 2 to go. Looking to throw it. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, 3rd and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
The deficit is 7, so they have to convert here on 4th down. Desperation time here. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And a man is there to knock it away. Great defense to not only deny that touchdown, but force this turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Here's a design run. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? Or both?
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long.